Arsenal just received a massive boost for their £85 million target. Good news! A recent report confirmed that Arsenal is set to outbid Tottenham for the standout player of Euro 2024. And to top it off, Fabrizio Romano just released a major update that will leave many Arsenal fans on cloud 9. Stay with me until the end of the video to understand everything happening behind the scenes at the Emirates Stadium. But before that, if you're as passionate about Arsenal as we are, don't waste any time and subscribe to our channel right now to stay updated on everything happening with the greatest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's dive into today's top news. Arsenal have landed a big boost in manager Mikel Arteta's search for a new striker, as a European coach has now admitted there are agreements for his star player to leave. The Gunners are in the market for a new centre-forward this summer as Arteta looks to land further firepower. While Arsenal finished the 2023-24 Premier League campaign with a club record 91 goals, they could rarely rely on recognised No. 9's Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus. Nketiah and Jesus both featured 27 times last term but only offered 5 and 4 goals each. Even defenders Ben White and Gabriel Magalhaes both matched the latter's total, while the former failed to score beyond October. Just 3 players would also register double figures. Antonio Conte admits he is powerless to stop Napoli selling Arsenal target Victor Osimhen. So, Arteta has turned to the transfer market and Arsenal hold an interest in Victor Osimhen's transfer from SSC Napoli. Reports by IL Roma note the Gunners have even overtaken Chelsea in the mix. Edu has stolen a march after Arsenal spoke to Osimhen's agent about his transfer. But Walter Di Maggio also suggests that a difference in valuation could complicate any effort Edu makes. Arsenal value Osimhen at just €75 million, £63.5 million, while Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis wants the €120 million, £101.5 million, release clause they agreed last December paid in full. New Napoli coach Antonio Conte has even now suggested that further agreements between Osimhen and De Laurentiis leave him powerless to prevent the 25-year-old's transfer. He can veto several players leaving the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona this year but not Osimhen. Conte said, via quotes by the Mirror, "As far as Osimhen is concerned, just as I knew very well about the situations of Kvara, Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, Giovanni I. Di Lorenzo, Andre Frank Zambo, Anguissa, and Stanislav Lobotka, on which I have placed an absolute veto. Having said that, I know what the situation is regarding Osimhen. I know that there are agreements, and that it is a situation different from all the others. I can only assist. He is a player of the highest level, exceptional. But I cannot enter into any discussion because it is part of previous agreements which have been clearly stated to me. Victor Osimhen can be the out-and-out centre-forward Mikel Arteta craves." Conte admitting that he is powerless to prevent Napoli from selling Osimhen should serve as a welcome boost for Arsenal. It even follows reports by Calciomercato that the Azzurri might reduce their asking price for Osimhen to €100 million, £85 million, as Napoli have not received an offer. De Laurentiis accepting Napoli cannot hold out for Osimhen's full release clause, and Conte's admission could now tempt Arsenal to submit an offer. He could offer Arteta the prolific out-and-out striker the Spaniard seeks. Osimhen had 15 goals in 25 Serie A games last season. The Nigerian also fired the Azzurri to the Scudetto in 2022-23 with 26 goals in 32 games. He even scored 2 of those with his left foot, 7 with his head and 14 with his right foot in open play. Osimhen scored 5 headers and 6 with his right foot in open play in 2023-24. Arsenal ready to outbid Tottenham to sign the standout player from Euro 2024 so far. Arsenal's summer transfer window could take a big boost if they are to land one of their top targets and beat local rivals Tottenham Hotspur to his signature in the process. The North London clubs have seen a slight change to the power balance over recent years after Tottenham were able to finish above Arsenal for a number of seasons on the bounce. However, Mikel Arteta's side have returned to being the dominant force in North London, having pushed Manchester City for the Premier League title over the last 2 campaigns. Ultimately, the Gunners have fallen short in their efforts, which has left Edu Gasper with some room to improve the Arsenal squad for the upcoming campaign. And there is one player who could be in line for a move to North London this summer, with both Arsenal and Spurs eyeing a potential move. Euro 2024 has provided clubs with an obstacle to overcome this summer, with not a great deal of business being done during the tournament. However, it has also provided clubs the opportunity to take a closer look at some of the players they may be considering a move for over the coming weeks. And there has certainly been some standout players like Spain Nico Williams, who has caught the attention of both Arsenal and Tottenham. But there is another player who the two North London sides could be ready to battle it out for. According to Tutto Juve, Arsenal and Tottenham are both showing a real interest in the Bologna centre-back Riccardo Calafiri. Juventus are another side who are keen on the Italy international, but they are finding themselves hoping the defender chooses to remain in his homeland this summer. This is because the two London sides are in a much better financial position to make their move for the 22-year-old. What Micah Richards has said about Riccardo Calafiri. On the back of his impressive season in Serie A with Bologna, Calafiri earned himself a call-up to Italy's Euro 2024 squad. Although Luciano Spalletti's side were far from convincing in their progression from Group B, Calafiri remained a standout player, catching the eye of many. Speaking on the Rest is Football podcast, Micah Richards has waxed lyrical about the 22-year-old defender. Calafiri, amazing. He's the one everyone's talking about. All the big clubs are linked with him. He plays his football for Bologna, and I think Arsenal are interested, he said. I've heard Man City are interested. Really good on the ball, can score goals, can defend. And when we've been doing the games, I've been concentrating on Batoni, but Calafiri has been equally impressive. Fabrizio Romano shares what's happening in Arsenal's contract talks with Mikel Arteta. Arsenal appointed Mikel Arteta as their new boss in December 2019. The Spaniard had to get through a lot of hurdles in his first few years at the club, but he came out of it brilliantly and has completely transformed the Gunners. Arsenal have challenged for the Premier League title for 2 seasons in a row now, and they are expected to do that again next term. That's all down to Arteta's brilliance behind the scenes, but there has been some fear about the Spaniard's future, with clubs like Barcelona linked with him not too long ago. The 42-year-old, branded as an incredible manager by Pep Guardiola, will enter the final year of his contract in July, and Arsenal simply cannot afford to lose him. In a transfer mailbag edition on the Debrief podcast, Romano was asked about Arteta's future, and the journalist confirmed that initial talks over a renewal have already taken place. He further claimed that it's only a matter of time before Arteta puts pen to paper. When asked when we can expect to see that happening, Romano said, "I think soon. I don't think it's going to be long." Arsenal already had some conversations with the agents of Mikel Arteta. And they are quite relaxed because they are very happy with Arteta and Arteta is very happy at Arsenal. They believe altogether in this project for the present and future. So this is why they are not in a rush. Obviously, they want to get it done as soon as possible, but they feel that Arteta is not entertaining talks with any other club. When he was in the rumors for Barcelona, he was very strong, in public and in private, about denying that possibility because he only wants to focus on Arsenal's project, and Arsenal are more than happy with him. So, I think it's just a matter of time before they meet again. They can fix the details of the new contract, but the initial conversations already took place and I think it's a matter of time, and then we will see Mikel Arteta signing a new contract and being a crucial project of this fantastic project they have at Arsenal. Arsenal made a mistake, but it hasn't cost them. Securing Arteta's future might just be the best bit of business Arsenal do this summer. The Spaniard is incredibly important to the club. He is the main reason why the Gunners have done so well over the last 2 seasons, and under Wim, we're convinced Arsenal will win the big trophies soon. However, allowing Arteta to get anywhere near the final year of his contract is a big mistake. Yes, Arsenal probably thought they had it under control and they did, but nobody should be allowed to enter the final 12 months of their deal. Arsenal have got away with it now, but Edu Gaspar and everyone else involved should make sure that contracts are sorted before anyone reaches the last 2 years of their deals. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.